Okay, I want to show something I'm working on in my game, Ace Racers SP, and you won't be able to miss what kind of disasters around me, but anyways, I'm gonna switch to the main camera, and I'm gonna try to demonstrate that I have an angle mode system using a PD, really PID controller for my space vehicle. Alright, so here you see the rockhopper ship, okay? And then here you see a representation of my thumbstick. Okay, so this is the thumbstick I'm going to use right here for the demonstration. Now I can also use the keyboard, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to press play here in the Unity editor. And what this does is there's a system in there that will match the orientation for the pitch and the roll. So you see that it used a PID controller to try to match the angle of that little stick. Hold on, I'm flying out of the screen and I'm trying to use that one hand to hold the thing. Okay, so, and then just whichever way I rotate the angle of the stick, it's gonna try to match that with the drone. Up to a 45-degree angle. It's much better when I have two hands on the stick. And then if I roll, of course, it's gonna just dampen the roll. So it won't set the stick's orientation, the set point's orientation with the roll. But it will not matter if it does that. It'll just rotation assist, kind of dampen the roll. So let me restart that so that I'm right here in the camera. Alright, so what you can see is that I'm gonna lift off. I'm gonna tilt the stick, and then the drone is going to take however long it takes for those thrusters to get up to that 45-degree angle. And then when I let go, now it's gonna take however long it takes to get back to that vertical angle using the physics of the thrusters. So I've been working with the AI system, or with the Copilot. I'll just give credit where credit is due. And Copilot, I just ask it, how do I do this? And then it helps me learn how to program. And then here's the whole code. I'll scroll down it slowly. So far. So up here in the update function, the only thing that's really getting updated here is the thrusters. So all of that is just for the thrusters to visually see, and then down here in the fixed update, that's where all of the physics happens. And then here's the bits of code that actually follow that set point around right in here. And then down here, this is the other axis. And then down below that, this just dampens the roll input. So this is just like the rotation, a regular rotation assist for the yaw, but because the ship is upright, that's actually the roll. And then here we have the physics applying that torque. Alright, so obviously it still needs a lot of work. It's a ruckus, but basically the goal is then I will have an angle mode system, and I might try to even make that like a standalone mini game where there's some little angle mode space taxi where you can fly around from one pad to the other. just as a separate release, and because you can probably use that with fairly limited controls, that would be a good option for a gamepad game that works on a traditional gamepad, which this doesn't have enough controls for most spaceship games. Alright, thank you very much.